online for 2 weeks. They will be able to take a good look at it and decide what they want to do every single day. Maybe go to the large square, to the Haberman Square, in a church, at a dance performance or a circus performance, a fado show, an opera performance, and first and foremost, a theater performance. This gives them the possibility to make the most of every hour of the day. They may see 3, 4, or even 6 performances in one single day. Simultaneously, they may also think of their own personal budget and how to handle it. So, as of today, the 10th of April until the 23rd of April at noon, you will have the time to take a good look at the program. You have all performances presented on the web page in Romanian and in English. You have the timing, the prices, and so on and so forth. And starting April 23rd at noon, you will be able to buy tickets. This way, no one will be able to say, I wasn't ready, I didn't know, or other things like that. I believe this is the most elegant way of giving the true value to what we're doing. This huge thank you that we wanted to say together with my team and together with all our partners, we are saying it to our audience, to the artists, to all our supporters, to the earth, to the sun, to God above. We are trying to give a signal to show that it is important to say thank you, even to thank our own body, our own mind, our partners, to thank all those who stand by our side, and we might forget about them. Sometimes it is even good to say thank you to our enemies, because they give us signs that we should stay active. And, above anything else, it is important to be able to rely on our friends, on the people that we can collaborate with. Another thing that is important is that at a time of major crisis, we did not reduce the number of performances or the number of partners. There's almost nothing that's been reduced in the program altogether. As usually, the Sibiu International Theater Festival is organized by the Radu Stanca National Theater together with the Sibiu City Hall. The main fund provider of the Sibiu International Theater Festival. It is the only structure that gives us the certainty of being. These are not just great words. Over the years, we've negotiated with over 35 different ministers of culture, with numerous governments. And I'm not saying this to blame them. The festival got developed in line with life itself. Over these 32 years, I've never come to you to complain about something. Even during the year when the salaries were cut, we came with an adapted theme. We called it Crisis. And National Theater from Sibiu was the only theater in Romania that interrupted all performances over 2 years and a half until the salaries got back to normal. We interrupted all performances by the time, at the very time when they reached 75% of the entire performance. We turned on the light and we said, we are paid 75% of our salaries. We should only give you 75% of our performance. But because you are our reason for being, we will be performing this show in full. I am certain that if every festival, every theater in Romania had done the same thing, normalcy would have been reinstated much sooner. We all need this normalcy. The festival is, of course, supported by the Sibiu Local Council. The event is put together with the support of the Romanian government. Here, there is one thing that I must mention. Because of all the difficulties that our country faces, I had to have a meeting with the Prime Minister of Romania. I needed the certainty that this festival can go further, because these are questions that are being asked. And I was reassured. The Prime Minister was open and willing to collaborate. So I am conveying this message to you as well. Unfortunately, our presence in Poland on the 7th and 8th in Warsaw at the meeting of the European Ministries of Culture was postponed. We were supposed to go there with the Faust performance, but it couldn't be done. Now I'm hoping that together with the Prime Minister and the Romanian government we'll be able to correct this. The important thing is not to argue, but to find solutions. We want to make sure that whatever we do on an equal footing with all our partners. They will be waiting for us in Warsaw with Faust in October. We are negotiating with the Ministry of Culture for the contract. We're hoping that the support of the government and of the Prime Minister will help us get our first meeting with get results from our first meeting with the Ministry of Culture. I can tell you that this first meeting was civil and promising. So I'm hoping to have some concrete results concerning the contract. Because because all the money that we don't have, that we cannot pay because we don't have a contract, will be doubled or tripled in the following months. We have the support of the Ministry of Education and Research, of the Ministry of National Defense, of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Regarding the Ministry of National Defense, we want to continue the partnership whereby we give all soldiers in Romania subscription to the festival. We are the only country in the NATO treaty that's doing this gesture of normality. It is done for these human beings that are defending the Romanian territory, be it Romanians, French, Americans, Spaniards, or any other nation. This is something that we do. I've asked the Prime Minister to give us the exact figures from the Ministry of National Defense. This way, the digital stage will be able to provide translations for the performances that need it. As you know, the digital stage is like some streaming platform like Netflix, and we'll be having translations in all languages: English, French, Spanish, and so on. We also have the support of the Ministry of Business and Tourism and Digitalization. It is not by chance that I attended the gala a few days ago. We are hopeful that the cultural tourism may be exploited at its fair value. We want to have a subscription offer for the Romanian and local hotels. This way, all tourists that come to Romania will be able to have the chance to watch performances in the festival, even though they cannot come to Sibiu. And they'll be also able to see everything that was recorded during the festival over the entire year.
We have the certainty that the Lucian Blaga University of Sibiu is a reliable partner. Together, we are organizing the Convention of Drama and Theater University convention, and of course we have exceptional presences during this press conference. I am of course going to refer to the program of this convention as well. We also have a reunion of the International Doctoral Platform. Last year, this platform included 47 participating universities throughout the world. 34 of these are part of the top 300 universities. And we should never forget that Romania has no university in the top 1,000 universities in the world. You might say that many are in top 500 or 600, but let me tell you that's not true. Those are either departments or schools within a university, but no full university in Romania is included in the top 1,000 universities in the world. Through the doctoral platform, which is an international platform, we bring together 34 universities. These universities are part of the top 300 universities of the world, which only imprints credibility to the Sibiu International Theater Festival. The Academy of Land Forces in Sibiu is also our partner, and we are happy that in the community of Sibiu, this might be the only notable partnership. Of course, in terms of partnerships in the community of Romania, no other city in Romania has such a partnership at a university level in terms of academic expression in a community. We also have the support of the Romanian Academy. For almost a year now, we have set up the Performing Arts Research Institute by the Romanian Academy. Hopefully, this will become normalcy. This is the only privately funded such institute, not publicly funded, and we haven't found all the leverage yet for this institute to work properly. We have so many partners who are willing to become part of this partnership. We own royalty for all the 70 figures whose names are inscribed in stone on the Walk of Fame in Sibiu. And we can use this royalty for educational and research purposes. We are still undergoing negotiations with the Romanian Cultural Institute. No contract, however, has been signed yet, but we hope it's going to be signed as soon as possible. If this happens, the Romanian Cultural Institute will be a co-organizer. The Sibiu International Theater Festival is co-financed by the Sibiu County Council. This is another certainty. We have a very good collaboration with the Sibiu County Council. We've had a very important partnership last year, which they kept similar in size, and we wish to organize events as we did every year in the localities around the city of Sibiu, so inside the county of Sibiu. Another certainty, our partnership with UNITER, which is the creation union in Romania, two co-producers, the Romanian television broadcasting company and the Romanian broadcasting company. And hopefully we are going to sign the contracts with these two companies as soon as possible. They are reliable partners, even though sometimes because of bureaucracy we might get a headache or two. We have a lot of strategic partners. Essentially, almost all the embassies and the cultural institutes of the 80 countries, even though not all of them might have cultural institutes, some only have embassies here in Romania. Some of them might not even have an embassy. For instance, Luxembourg, which, however, does have a strategic partnership with the Sibiu International Theater Festival. So, the Embassy of France and the French Institute, the Embassy of the USA, and our partners in the United States of America. I'm going to mention them because we are, of course, going to talk about the 16 seasons, which represent strategic partnerships. The Embassy of the German German Federal Republic, the Goethe Institute, the German Consulate in Sibiu, the Polish Embassy. With them we have a strategic exchange that lasts 2 years. It started last year, and we have a couple of tours in Poland this year. The Adam Mickiewicz Institute, this is the Polish Institute, and the Embassy of Spain, Acción Cultural Española, the Ramon Llull Institute, the Cervantes Institute. These are the 3 institutes we work with in terms of specific partnerships throughout the year. Then the Embassy of Norway, and this year our strategic partnerships includes an extraordinary participation, and we're also going to talk about Norwegian funds. Then the UK Embassy, alongside the British Council, the Swiss Embassy with the Swiss Sponsors Funds and Pro Helvetia, the Japanese Embassy, EU Japan Fest Committee, and Japan Foundation. We also have an exceptional presence, which of course I'm going to refer to today. Since 2017, we've had a partnership producing a co-production with Tokyo Metropolitan, and of course I'm going to circle back to this, to the performance Jonah and the tour that we're going to organize in Europe this year, and of course our presence in the Osaka World Exhibition. The Austrian Embassy in Bucharest, the Austrian Cultural Forum, the Belgium Embassy and Wallonie-Bruxelles International, the Italian Embassy with the Italian Cultural Center, the Embassy of Israel, the Embassy of the Chinese Popular Republic, the Ministry of Culture in China, the Chinese Cultural Center, which we collaborate with, then the Embassy of the Netherlands, the Embassy of Portugal, the Embassy of Turkey, the Embassy of Brazil, the Embassy of the Republic of Moldova. And of course, a lot of many other embassies that I'm not going to mention, 80 in total. Then our local partners. As you well know, we have put together a local season, the season of Sibiu, thus allowing all cultural institutions, all museums, all schools in Sibiu to be able to get involved in our festival. Not only during the celebration of the festival itself, but also throughout the year. I am, of course, going to refer to an opening performance by Sasha Valls. We work with many schools, high schools, and other structures. We also have the Brukenthal National Museum, the Astra Museum National Complex, the County Library, the State Philharmonic in Sibiu, the Cindrelul Professional Folk Ensemble, Sala Transilvania in Sibiu, the Inclusive Education Center in Sibiu, you know, the school in the Astra Park, because together with the Astra Park, we're going to organize the project, The Inheritance. We're going to customize this performance so that the children in the inclusive school can enjoy theater, and we have a good space for this project. Then the Casa de Cultura of the Sibiu Municipality, the Ballet Theater, the Youth and the Children's Theater Gong, the Plastic Artists Union in Sibiu, the Sibiu branch, of course, Promenada Sibiu Mall, It is for the first time that we are devising a strategic partnership, which I'm going to circle back to, during the press conference on the 29th of May. That will be a conference dedicated to cultural events and to the performances that we bring to the audience. That is, strategic partnership, funding, actors, special events. We're going to talk about all these on the 29th of May, when everything will have been decided on, and we will be able to provide you with the latest information. Other partners. The horse riding center in Sibiu. I'm going to talk about this when we talk about one of the new stars, then the Orthodox Cathedral, the Roman Catholic Church, the Evangelical Lutheran Cathedral. This is going to be the venue of the opening of the festival this year. Then the St. John Evangelical Church, the Ursuline Church, the Calvin Reformed Church, the Synagogue, the Franciscan Church. I'm only going to mention the structures with which we have a creative partnership throughout the year, because we're going to be performing in more than these churches. The Sibiu School Inspectorate. As I was saying, we collaborate with most schools and high schools in our volunteering program. Not only during the festival, but also throughout the year, working with the Radu Stanca National Theater and all our partners in Sibiu. This is an unprecedented program. Then the public service that manages pre-university education. We also have partnerships with the Gheorghe Lazar High School, with the Samuel von Bruckenthal High School, the Art High School, the Andrei Șaguna Pedagogic High School, and the Sibiu International School. That was what I wanted to tell you about partnerships. And now, we're going to go into performances, highlights, companies, and especially the seasons. We have 16 seasons that represent, of course, strategic partnerships. So with 16 countries, I'm, of course, going to tell you what highlights are. And, of course, I'm going to tell you more about strategic partnerships. Our collaboration with France is already a tradition, and perhaps the strongest such collaboration. We have a strategic partnership with Théâtre de la Ville, alongside who we organize the Consultation Poétique, with Théâtre de la Ville and the Tuscan Pergola Theater as well. We've been to both Florence, Paris, and of course Sibiu for a couple of years now with this program. It's a program that goes on throughout the year. We are also going to award the star to Alex Mikalik. He's one of the most important directors in France. He brings the performance Intramuros. We're also going to have the special presence of the EOD company from Avignon, where Drago Rodriguez is the director. He has already received a star on the Sibiu Walk of Fame. We have no less than 11 big companies performing street shows. We sometimes have had intense negotiations on indoor performances. However, I did want for outdoor performances to be exemplary, because this is an audience building field. It offers broad access to creation, to miracle, to beauty. So, if we're going to cut back on something, I prefer to cut back on something that only goes to 200 to 1,500 spectators. Of course, this is painful, but when we talk about performances that reach over 3,000 people, well, that's when you need to dig your heels in and find a way for those artists to make it to Sibiu. Because this is a way to reach families, children, the broader audience that will make up the future audience that's going to come inside the performing venues. I'm going to come back to this because I would like to tell you what the most important things are. On the first day, we're going to have an acrobatics show. It's a huge installation that we've wanted to have for 3 years, and we finally will have acrobatic rugby in the opening night, on the opening night. And the next day, we're going to have Trans Express. It's a company that's coming back to Sibiu. I think it's their 3rd time coming to Sibiu. It's one of the most important companies in the world. We also have Caramantran, Paris Bernares, Cielixir, Dragon Time. This is going to be the ending of the festival on the 28th of June. It's a wonderful performance, and we are very happy to be able to bring it to you. Then Microfolie continues in the Habermann Center. We're going to present the future Performing Arts Center of the Romanian Academy. It's going to be VR performances there, new technologies, that is. We also have a play reading by another personality that's going to be awarded a star. He dedicated to me this gift, and I'm talking about Eric Emanuel Schmidt, one of the greatest playwriters and novel writers in the world. He is a friend of the festival, and we are negotiating with him the possibility of organizing a co-production, either in 2026 or 2027. He wrote Mozart and Mozart, designing a bridge between Sibiu and Vienna, between the Sibiu International Theater Sibiu Festival and the Wiener Festwochen, between the National Theater in Sibiu, which was founded in 1788, and the Burg Theater, which was founded 40 years earlier. You see the beauty in these figures. And as I was saying, of course, Consultation Poetique. Moving on with the American season. This is a strategic season because I am going to start with a name that's very close to my heart, Kathleen Turner. She will be here in Sibiu. She will be awarded a star on the Sibiu Walk of Fame, and she's going to present a performance in the horse riding center here in Sibiu. A performance that includes horses. It's going to be a wonderful performance on the 26th and the 27th of June. At the same time, we are still under negotiations, and of course we cannot tell you too much about it. On the 29th, we're going to tell you whether we will be able to show 1 or 2 of her films that brought her Oscar awards. We're also going to have Bill Murray here, another Oscar winner. He will be here in Sibiu on the 29th of June with New Worlds. It's such a joy. We will bring one of the most respected gospel bands in the world, Glory to God. It's the Howard Gospel Choir. And together with them, we're going to be able to thank God for bringing you such wonders. And we're also going to bring 1/8 theater on the 21st and the 20th. And in the university convention, we're going to present the Michigan University. Michigan is among the most relevant theater centers in the USA. Liviu Ciulei kick-started the professional theater in the USA, in the University of Michigan. Such a beautiful connection. The fact that Liviu Ciulei was celebrated by UNESCO throughout the world. That was an initiative of the Sibiu International Theater Festival. And the fact that we've been able to organize a conference with him 2 years ago, and together with Mr. Rebenjuk and Mariana Mihuț, that was a sign of normalcy and of strategic partnership on equal footing.
Vom avea un spectacol outdoor.
There will be another outdoor performances and 2 other stars, plus 2 special conferences. I'm sure we'll have a lot of audience, so much so that we'll have to broadcast the conferences online as well. The Sibiu Performing Arts Market will have unprecedented participation. As you very well know, we've had a strategic partnership with the Kennedy Centers for a few years now. It's the only such strategic partnership in Romania. We'll have Alicia Adams and Gilda Vader, just like we've had in the previous years. This is the most important performing arts market in the world that will be present. APAP from New York, together with Liza Richards, the president of the exchange. Cosmin Kivu is, together with Anna Marin, the director of the Sibiu Performing Arts Market, and he's coming together with his partner from New York. The arts director from BAM, Emika Seller. We're talking about the most important theater structure in the U.S. that brings performances from all over the world in the U.S. She will come to Sibiu together with Joe Melillo, the one who was the manager of BAM for 22 years. He was also the founder. And he's coming with her to talk about future projects. Also, the CEO of ISPA, the International Society for Performing Arts, the world's most important performing arts institute in the world, he will also be in Sibiu. There will also be a workshop of the Faculty Manhattan School of Music from New York. What an exceptional program. I showed this program to the Prime Minister of Romania. I also sent it to the President of Romania. I wanted to show them what a strategic partnership truly means. In the industrial field, in the economic field, in the political and educational field, in the research field, or in any other field, we want Romania to be just as stellar as it is in this case. Please convey this message of normalcy further. We have a partnership with Germany as well, Schaubühne, one of the most respected structures in Berlin and in the world. A visionary performance co-produced by the Schaubühne Berliner. Is this true, Vicențiu? We're talking about Schaubühne Berlin together with Wiener Festwochen. a performance directed by Milo Rau, the arts director of Wiener Festwochen. Milo Rau will also come, right? Am I right? Okay, thank you. These are truly exceptional people. We're also bringing Schauspielhaus Bochum with a version of Macbeth. We've been dreaming about this performance for a while now. It was put together 2 or 3 years ago, and it is truly spectacular. It will be performed on the 24th and the 25th, while the Schaubühne performance will come on the 22nd and the 23rd of June. One of the world's most important companies, Rimini Protocol, will put together a co-production with the Radu Stanca National Theater. Look at their website, just out of your curiosity. You will see they have 3 arts directors. Am I right, Hunor? They've come to this conclusion because they have so many partnerships around the world that they needed to divide their workload. Together with at the same time with our partnership, there's another arts director that's creating a co-production in South America, in Argentina, if I'm not mistaken. Then there's another director developing a project somewhere in Asia. And we are the strategic partnership that we've announced for a while now. And now it comes to Sibiu. You see how important it is to be able to keep your promise and to be organized in your work. Then there will be an outdoor performance with Matthias Romir, Schwarz, then Chris Iris, Gap of 42, and Panopticum, our great, great partner. Together, we'll be applying for European project this year. They are the ones with whom we've organized the opening performance. It was a dance performance. Now, we are trying to take our strategic partnership to the next level. Then there will also be the Athanor Academy as part of the school festival. Johann Simmons is a great, great artist. There will be a conference dedicated to him. He's the one who created Macbeth. We wanted to bring this director here. And hopefully, we will be able to bring him with a performance in the future following this conference. Moving on to the Spanish season. It's a very rich season. As usually, we come with 2 flamenco performances. Manuel Lilan, it was last year's best flamenco performance. It is called Viva. It will be on the 28th and the 29th. And also Spanish flamenco ballet, flamenco fusion on the 25th and the 26th. These are also performances which are sold out in a matter of minutes. There's also the Institute of the Arts from Barcelona. And no less than 8 big outdoor companies. Charcha with Ara Paces on the 29th of June. We fought a lot for this company. When we started negotiating with them, Dan asked me, "Do you think we can afford this luxury?" And as I said from the very beginning, we managed to bring them, and we are thrilled. We also have Ephemer, the Great Storm. Sia Mauranga as well, or Batuchanga. There's a performance during the week. Do you know exactly when, Dan? The Australian company will have a performance on a weekday. We'll be talking about it later. There will also be 2 play readings. We've been having these play readings since 1996, and this is the strongest form of promoting the new plays in Romania, the new playwriting phenomenon. We've published about 130 authors since we started, with 160, 170 plays. This richness of this rich offer was also at the basis of the creation of specialty at the level of the School of Theatre. Next, the Norway season. Norway is a very elitist country when it comes to partnerships. It is very difficult to join a co-production with Norwegian institutes or theaters or universities. When you start a partnership, you need to know how to create your budgets. The country is very expensive. They stick to their word, and whenever you commit, you must be sure to have the creative and the financial arguments to start such a partnership. We're bringing 2 companies, Burnt Toast and The Cello. These are indoor performances on the 22nd and 23rd and on the 27th. We're also bringing the most important school, the Oslo Academy of Arts. This is huge. Next, a play reading from a very important author. Let us not forget that Jan Fosse was awarded a star on the Walk of Fame last year. So this cooperation goes further. The Winter of Jan Fosse will premiere during the festival. At the Sibiu Performing Arts Market, we have an exceptional presence. The Oslo National Theater with his artistic director, Christian Seltun. Also, the artistic director of the Black Box Theater, Jorgen Knudsen. Also, the artistic director from the other national theater, the Sami National Theater, Biavas. Also, Siri Ramberg, the artistic director of the International Fosse Festival, Der Nordske Theater. Also, the International Relations Director will be coming to Sibiu. The National Theater of Bergen. The artistic director from Theater Ibsen, Line Rosvold. It is the first time such a delegation comes to Romania. Believe me when I say that this will be the source of many partnerships for the next 4 years, for the program of the Culture Factory in Sibiu. This is the result of the work of the whole team. This team is working around the clock. It never ends. We are always working for the next editions of the festival. We also have an amazing British season, of course. Mozart Requiem is one performance. The former British ambassador asked us to welcome him to Sibiu with a huge choir. He said, we want to be in Sibiu because we want those from Britain to be able to enjoy what you've put together in Sibiu. Then a performance by Charlotte McLean and again a performance for which we fought hard. Then another performance by Laura Murphy, a spectacle of herself on the 27th and the 28th, and Fraser Hooper, Funny Business, in the outdoor section. In the school festival, we have 3 different schools. Last year, we had one of the world's most important universities, the Surrey University. Now we have the Guildford School of Acting with another performance. It is a mixture of dance and music and theater with video and IT inserts. We also have a conversation in 10 parts by the University of Salford and the Manchester School of Theatre. With this show doesn't pass the Bechdel test. As far as the performing arts market is concerned, we have 3 huge personalities. Anthony Sargent, he was also present last year, Teresa Brayshaw, the Cultural Conversations, and one of the world's most distinguished journalists, Richard Jordan. Last year, he gave us some he wrote some great articles about us. We also have a Swiss season, and we are happy to announce Fabrizio Cassol and Alain Platel with Comédie de Genève. Alain Platel is one of the world's greatest artists. He will also be awarded a star on the Walk of Fame. There's also an exceptional outdoor performance by Panorama Kino Theatre, plus 2 schools and 2 special conferences. Milo Rau, managing the Vienne Festival, he is of Swiss origin, and Alain Platel, who will be given a star on the Walk of Fame, as I said. And now we've reached the Japanese season. On the 21st of May, we'll have the premiere of Jonah by Marin Sorescu at the Sibiu Theater, with Kuranosuke Sasaki, Japan's greatest actor, as a lead. So the premiere is not in Tokyo, but in Sibiu, in Japanese. Then we move to the Budapest Spring Festival. With hope, with all our heart, that this gives the opportunity of the meeting at a state level. We said that we'll go in Budapest, we're not asking for any money. We have the funds for this co-production, so we're not asking for any money, not from the government, not from the ministry, not even from the city hall. Then we'll be going to Cluj and to Bucharest on the 30th and 31st. On the 3rd of June, we'll be in Chișinău, and on the 7th of June, we'll be in Sofia. These are all activities before the festival, as you can see. We'll go to Tokyo on the 1st of October, and we'll stay there until the 15th of October, playing performances at the Tokyo Metropolitan Theater. There will also be performances and conferences in Osaka. So we have Romania and Japan holding hands at the World Exhibition with a world premiere. This is what an equal footing partnership looks like. We'll also go to Osaka with Elektra. Between the 23rd of September and the 5th of October. We're also bringing Yamamoto No Theatre, and We also take it to the Romanian Athenaeum, together with the most important non-theater artists. We have a strategic partnership with the university that comes with its theater department, Pink Terror Sweet Dream. This is the Nihon University. There will be 2 performances on the 26th of June. It is also together with them that we create a volunteering partnership. There will be 25 volunteers coming from Japan. Kunarosuke Sasaki will also receive a star on the Walk of Fame. There will also be a special conference organized for him. There's also the Takayama and Kanazawa volunteering program, and a special conference with Takayama at the Takayama and Kanazawa, where we'll open the greatest youth congress in Asia. This will be in August, and the opening will include a special speech about the Sibiu Festival. There will also be a special conference about the project that we put together with Tokyo Metropolitan in Osaka.
The ISA group, which takes part in the Electra performance, is going to show a special performance in Osaka. As you well know, we have a strategic partnership with Austria. We're going to have Wiener Festwochen and Schaubühne Berlin with The Seer, a co-production. We also have the University of Vienna and the Irrwisch Theater with Wegenstreit's Guests and Grannies. This is an outdoor performance. And of course, we're going to ensure continuity in terms of the collaboration with museums, because the Bruckenthal Museum is going to organize around 8 exhibitions. These exhibitions will be specially open for the Sibiu International Theater Festival. Then the Italian season, with a church concert and 4 outdoor performances presented by 4 Italian companies. One of them is Dante's Inferno on the second day of the festival. This is an exceptional performance that nobody should miss. And we also have Mythology by Stardust on the 27th of June. As you can see, we are trying to make sure that the opening and the closing weekends show very important performances. After 2 years of war, we are finally bringing the Israeli kibbutz dance company. It was a tradition for us to bring Israeli companies year after year to Sibiu. We're going to have Rami Ber here, the choreographer. He's going to speak to us in a special conference, and he's going to gift us with a performance made up of his best of kibbutz. They missed the audience in Sibiu, and so they are bringing us this very special gift for our city and for the audience traveling to Sibiu from all around the world. It's a best of kibbutz performance. And then Vertigo Dance Company by Noah Wertheim, who already has a star on the Sibiu Walk of Fame, she's going to present the performance Mana. A couple of days ago, I spoke to Mrs. Wertheim. She has 2 sons in the army. And her company still brings miracle to audiences. We're also going to have the Joran Lovenstein Acting School of Tel Aviv, Jehu, then an outdoor performance on the 26th and the 27th called Pandora. And we're, of course, going to have universities invited in the doctoral platform and 2 special conferences. A wonderful surprise now for you, coming all the way from China. 11 warriors. This is the name of the performance. And it's brought to you by Jackie Chan's company. They will be coming to Sibiu on the 26th and the 27th of June. It's a wonderful thing. Then we have What is Qin, Tang Dynasty, The Lonely Smoke Strait, coming from SPAF. We have a strategic performance with Shanghai. We bring our performances in China, and then they bring us with one of their very good performances to Sibiu. One of the best dance structures in the world, the Beijing Dance Academy, has found a spot in their calendar to come to Sibiu. Just remember the huge number of spectators that went to their show at Casa de Cultura here in Sibiu. This year's performance is Beauty Beyond the Words, and the biggest gift that we are bringing you comes with Judy's Harmonica Ensemble. 3 years ago, you may remember, that these harmonicas went on a tour of all our churches here in Sibiu. This is an especially agreed upon program devised by Vasile Shirli, who did a training for all these people, showing them the miracle of the musicians in Romania, from Enescu to Bela Bartok to all kinds of local music styles. I'm sure this is going to be a wonderful performance. We also have the performance Monsterstroke, an outdoor performance. At the same time, the four artists accepted that their performance will be live streamed. It's such a joy. And then in the Sibiu Performing Arts Market, we're probably going to have a record number of participants, as they have asked us to allow them to bring 40 producers here in Sibiu, and they will be paying for the whole delegation to come here, so that they can understand what the Sibiu International Theater Festival looks like, what the Sibiu Performing Arts Market looks like. Once again, we'd like other fields of life to be marked by such strategic partnership, especially in the troubled world that we are living in. We also have an exceptional Turkish season. Starting last year, you've already seen that we've had a high number of performances and of schools of drama and arts management in the Sibiu Performing Arts Market. And today, this year, we're going to have the Turkish State Theaters of Ankara and Istanbul with Medea material. I'm very happy that they will be here, because the Turkish National Theater includes 17 theaters of their 17 big cities, Istanbul, Ankara, Izmir. Their management is centralized, and we will sign a partnership with all these 17 structures. We already have tours that have been agreed upon for Turkey in several cities this year and in the future years. And our production with 1001 Nights will be focused in a partnership with Turkish State Theater. We also have Cyrano de Bergerac, the Istanbul Conservatory. We also have the Footleg Factory with an outdoor performance, that is, and a play reading, a very good one. Claudia Domnicar is smiling at me because this is truly an exceptional text. For the first time, we have a strategic partnership and program with Brazil, because they also wanted to be part of this festival. Thanks to the ambassador, who has, over the 3 editions, traveled here to Sibiu. And he stated that this was the most important festival he has ever discovered. So, we are bringing Eastern Wind, the Brazilian classic guitar repertoire, fusion and influences. We also have an outdoor performance coming from Brazil. Then on the online festival, on FITS Online, we have several films, and then a Brazilian delegation in the Sibiu Performing Arts Market. And of course, we also have a number of universities signing partnerships with us. They are turning to Sibiu, to Romania. And as I know that we have the biggest Japanese community from outside Japan in Brazil, hopefully we'll be able to travel with Jonah there as well. We also have a Polish season, an exceptional one with the Polish Dance Theater, who will be showing a performance in co-production with Romania, Toaca. We also have the musical Bicycle, then an elegance and rhythm performance. We also have the most important theater academy coming from Krakow. We also have an exhibition by Tadeusz Kantor in Brukenthal, a play reading as well. Several tours also in the Romanian-Polish season with the Theorem, Faust. This will be organized this year, and of course we also have requests for future years. We also have a partnership with the Netherlands, with Scapino Ballet Rotterdam. I wanted to mention this company, which we brought here to Sibiu in 2007 during the Sibiu European Capital of Culture program, and we're happy to be able to bring them back. We also have an important number of schools. Samba, gratefully connected in the big square and on the Nicolae Bălcescu pedestrian street on the 20th and 21st of June. It's important for us to be able to renew this connection. We also focus on Romania. We have no less than 18 theater companies in Romania who will be joining us here in Sibiu. You can find them all on our website, as we know that the audience of Sibiu truly does love Romanian theater, and we have tried to put together the best of Romanian productions. In the universities convention, we are of course including most of the Romanian schools of theater and many of the world. The National Theater, of course, presents no less than 10 performances. And these are important premieres done. Congratulations for trying to bring outdoor Romanian companies. It's very important for us to encourage street performances here in Romania. We have 6 companies that will offer concerts in the big square. On the 20th, we have the Anghelia Gypsy Royal Orchestra. Then on the 21st, Vița de Vie. On the 22nd, Vali Borghean Band coming from the Republic of Moldova. On Friday, the 27th of June, Pindu with the performance Pamporea. On Saturday, the 28th of June, Mihai Mărgineanu and Band coming from Romania. And on Sunday, the 29th of June, Damian Drăghici, Meditații Lăudărești is the name of the concert. And because our audience, both the local, the national, and the international one, is used to installations during the weekdays of the festival, you should know we're going to bring a very important Australian performance that you will be able to, installation actually, that you're going to see during the weekdays. We're also thinking about families and children, and we have special performances in the Small Square, in the Haberman Square, on the Nicolae Bălcescu pedestrian street. All of them are available online. Through all of you and through all of our marketing and advertising partners, hopefully spectators will be able to find out about all these, because these are exceptional performances. Churches will be venues for 14 different performances. These performances will be performed in all our churches here in Romania, in Sibiu, and we are happy to have such a wonderful partnership. As you know, ours is the only festival in the world with such an important season, and which has also reached outside of the city, that is in the fortified churches here in Transylvania. We have 13 churches in the city, and of course there are other churches outside of the city where you'll be able to listen to concerts and watch performances. We also have no less than 15 universities coming from abroad and, of course, showing performances. And of course, we also have 11 drama universities or schools of drama and dance in Romania. The festival is a place where young people will be able to meet and greet masters in their fields, because we have exceptional workshops as well. All special events will be presented on the 29th of June. Sponsors will be announced on the 29th of May, same for partners. We already have some names that we've arranged on the Sibiu Walk of Fame: Bill Murray, Kathleen Turner, Vole Suinaka, Alain Platel, Alex Michalik, and Kuranosake Sasaki. And we will continue with our tradition of awarding a star on the Sibiu Walk of Fame of the only representative of Africa who won a Nobel Prize. And he's going to be announced and he's going to receive a star on the Sibiu Walk of Fame. And we're probably going to add 2 other names until the 29th of June. Once again, ticket prices range between 30 and 150 lei, and at 12 o'clock on the 23rd of April, we're going to start selling tickets. And let's see if there's anything that I may have forgotten to tell you. As you well know, we have an online part to our festival, in-presence one, and of course we're going to stream performances online. And we are also going to have hybrid performances. This year, we are celebrating, and of course bowing to this celebration. We are celebrating 145 years of diplomatic relationship with France, then with the Great Britain, Belgium, Germany, the USA, Greece, and the Netherlands. From Greece, we also have a Greek prison, which I haven't presented yet. We also have a special partnership. They have requested us that we get involved in a co-production for the Epidaur Festival. We've talked to Mr. Valvis, and we may be able to bring Theodoros Terzopoulos for a co-production. So we have a lot of projects. I need many hours to present them to you. I thought we'd be able to finish this conference by 12, but unfortunately I have a lot of information. And I'm going to stop here now. We will be posting and publishing all the program online. Thank you so much.
Înainte de a da drumul întrebărilor,